Hi guys, Super Cameraman here. In today's video, we'll try to speculate on what's in store for episode 78 and what it will be all about. Today, we will cover topics such as the possible return of the Simp Cameraman, the return of the main Astro ship, and the possible appearance of the leader of the Astro Toilets, i.e. the Duke. I'll talk about all of this in a moment, but before the video starts, be sure to give it a like and watch until the end so you don't miss anything important. But here we go. First of all, I would like to talk about Simp Cameraman. As we know, in episode 74, he and some other agents were found by Elite Tivemon, after which Simp and his cellmates were teleported to one of the Alliance bases. We also have information that Dafuk already had his own plans for Simp, and he wants to make him relevant to the storyline, to take an active part in the battles and help the Alliance in some way. Considering that you haven't seen Simp Cameraman since episode 74, we can assume that Simp Cameraman has been on the mend all this time, and most likely he's already been restored, because he's a regular agent, not a Titan that will take a lot of time to improve than a regular cameraman. And now, if we compare all the facts that I listed above, we can safely assume that he may appear in the first part of the 78th episode, and perhaps will contribute to the next battle against Astro Toilets, for example, will destroy small Astro glitches, which often appear and disturb everyone, or destroy small Astro spiders, which most often leads detachments of these Astro glitches, which of course will help other agents, for example, quietly retreat, or just fight with other Astros to cover the rear. As for the main Astro ship, or simply Mothership, the chances of him appearing in episode 78 are about 50-50. I'll explain why. As we all know, Mothership is the biggest character of them all at the moment, and it was he and Astro UFO who led the invasion of Earth, commanding the Astro UFO. However, why can't, and at the same time can he appear in episode 78? He can't appear because he is an extremely strong character, and if a character is strong, it means that he probably fights well, or he pits his allies against the enemy using them as cannon fodder, but in very large numbers, which will definitely allow to crush the enemy. What's my point? All the big and epic battles take place in the episodes that Dafuk mentioned, namely 73, 74, 77, and 80. Considering all of the above, it's likely that Motherspike will show up right when the massive battle of the Titans starts, against some new Astro Toilet to help his ally. Now let me tell you why on Earth he might show up in episode 78. First, let's look back at episode 75. It seems to be the most unassuming and insignificant episode. However, here I was able to notice a small correlation between episode 75 and 72. In 75 episode, we were shown Astro Toilet battle with Cameraman and Skibidi Toilets, and in 72 episode, the same thing. G-Man fought with Astro Scorpion. So it becomes clear that every 3 episodes we are shown battles with Astro, which grow into very large scale, which means that in 78 episode, we can also show the battle with Astro Toilets, which will also involve the Astro ship, and of course it will be very difficult to defeat it, because it is constantly defended by its allies, and it is very well armored, which makes it almost unkillable, but I'm sure that if the Titans face it, they will definitely be able to defeat it. Finally, let's talk about the Astro Toilet, and then we'll move on to the next part of the video. As we already know, the main Astro Toilet's name is Duke, as Astro Juggernaut mentioned in the dialogue with G-Man. Most likely, he will not appear until episode 79 to 80, but he may appear in episode 78 as some kind of reference, or he may appear in the background as an observer to personally control the events, and in case of anything to intervene. Now let's move on to the other, equally interesting part of the video, the theory. By the way, the channel already has a separate video about the Speakerman base. Click on the right corner to see it. There are already chances that the base will be shown in an additional scene for episode 77, but it will most likely be the base of the TV Man. As we know from episode 74, TV Man Titan teleported Speakerman Titan to the Speakerman base to be improved and repaired, as he was the most damaged of the 3 Titans and was not even able to walk. However, let's analyze. Before, the strongest Titan was Cameraman Titan, and after him, was TV Man Titan. Therefore, the next strongest Titan should be Speakerman Titan, because when he was under the influence of Skibidi Parasite and basically on the side of Skibidi Toilets, they didn't improve him much. They just put an extra blaster on his arm and strengthened the armor in the speakers, so now he should deservedly become the strongest Titan of all. And maybe he will even replace Tubman Titan for a while, because as we know, he is in critical condition, as he lost all the TVs and all his other equipment. The second, equally popular theory, is the return of Titan Cameraman. We haven't seen him since episode 74, and we haven't seen him in real time for 4 months, so the chance that he will appear in episode 78 is very high. But we still don't know what's going on with him at the moment and whether he is alive or not. Although the fact that he is dead is unlikely, because DeFook is unlikely to remove such an important character from the plot. Also remember that the squad that was chasing him disappeared without a trace, so in all likelihood Titan Cameraman is still alive and should probably appear in the next episode, since TV Man Titan teleported away for repairs and improvements, and Titan Speaker Man is still in the workshop, while G-Men and his armada can't handle all the Astro Toilets, and Titan Cameraman should show up to help him. Even though he doesn't know the whole Unification situation, he still has to do it if he doesn't want to die. Plus, he still has his Astro Scorpion Claw, unless he lost it flying away from the Astro Toilets. Thanks to this claw, he'll be able to resist the Astros for a while until the improved Titan Speakerman arrives and the three of them start destroying the Astros until they retreat. As for the release date of the episode, it is likely to be released in a month at the earliest, because first we are waiting for the full 77 episode with additional scenes. Then season 25 will be released, which should have 2 or 3 additional scenes, and only after the season will be released the first part of 78 episode. But before it, most likely DeFook will take a vacation, because as he said, he did not rest after he did the second part of 77 episode, and most likely he will take a vacation after the season, because additional scenes are much easier to do than the whole episode, so look forward to it. And now let's talk about the event, which everyone has been waiting for a long time, and hope that it will finally happen. It's about the official unification of G-Man with 2B Man Titan, because although they defeated Astro Juggernaut together, they still haven't recognized each other. And 2B Man Titan still doesn't want to forgive G-Man for the trap he set for him in episode 47. But now it's such a time in the series that if they don't unite in the next 2 episodes, they will be doomed, and further extinction of their race. So most likely in the first part of the 78th episode, we will be shown the repair of TV Man Titan, and already at the end of this part may appear G-Man, who will offer TV Man Titan to unite, and this time TV Man Titan is unlikely to refuse, because otherwise he might die, because he is the only Alliance Titan who knows anything about, and he won't want to die, because if he dies, the Alliance will have less chance to survive. So the unification of these 2 characters will definitely happen. Well, if you have watched this video up to this point, then be sure to like and share this video with your friends. Well, at the end, you can watch my other videos. I am a super cameraman. See you in the next videos. Good luck and goodbye.